Have you heard about Egypt backing their currency with gold? The bears heard about it. Now you need to hear about it. Hello, friend. Welcome to Ron's Basement. You made it. Now, is it just me, or does it feel like every time I turn around, I hear about a new country backing their currency with precious metals? You know, gold and silver, those barbarous relics. Have you heard that one before? Interesting, though, that the world central banks keep buying more and more gold. Nonetheless, every time we turn around, it seems like either the BRICS countries or a country in Africa somewhere, we're hearing about them using gold to back their currency. And now we get news that Egypt, of all places, will be backing their currency, which is called the pound, with gold. What do you think about this? I mean, do you see a trend developing? Because I certainly do. I think we need to go on a little trip to Egypt. Hold my hand. Let's head over to Egypt and see what we can find out about this recent exciting development. Let's go. Hey, while we're on our way to Egypt, let's do a quick lesson on recent history in Egypt. And later in the video, we'll talk about their long, illustrious relationship with gold. But recently, the Egyptian pound has been pegged to the US dollar. In short, they, like anyone else who is reliant upon the US dollar, is experiencing super high inflation. It's having ravaging effects on their economy. So they have decided to decouple their currency from the US dollar. Let me read you a few things from this Kitco article. It is fascinating. Egypt wants to be free of the idea that the Egyptian pound should be pegged to the US dollar, according to the new central bank governor. And the central bank is already working on a new currency indicator that will include a set of other currencies and gold. Quote unquote, we will make an index for the Egyptian pound through a group of other currencies in addition to gold, in order to change the culture that we are linked to the dollar. They are at least partially backing their currency with gold. To me, that's a form of the gold standard. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. We can go all over the world from right here, just you and me right now, from wherever in the world it is that you're joining me. I appreciate you giving me your time. We like to dive a little deeper, right? I know you are smarter than the average bear. So hopefully you enjoy my content. You get some value. If you do, please subscribe right here. Most important, you can become part of the community by leaving a comment in the comment section below. Don't forget, turn on the little ring-a-ling-ding-a-ling bell indicator. That way you'll get notified every time I put out a new video, because you don't want to miss any of this, right? Most important, please come back. Truly, you are always welcome here. Now let's get back to the video. Do you have any idea why Egypt would want to go away from the good old United States dollar and maybe back their currency with some gold? Let's listen to what Hassan Abala had to say. He's the central bank's acting governor, and he said this: America is not my major trading partner. I don't know why people are always fixated on the dollar. Now, important to realize as well that Egypt's biggest trading partners, China and Saudi Arabia. Let's take a step back for just 1 second. Is your moment of enlightenment indicator going off? Are there light bulbs going off in your head? Let's take a step back here and look at the big picture, the forest through the trees, because that's what we do. You, I know, are smarter than the average bear. So think about what's going on. We have Egypt saying, we don't want to be pegged to the dollar. We want to be pegged to gold and other currencies with which we trade with those countries. Does that sound familiar at all to you? Doesn't that sound just like what's going on with the BRICS nations? That they're starting their own reserve currency amongst themselves because they trade amongst themselves, and they want to back that currency with what? Gold? The future looks bright for gold and silver. Now, Egypt hasn't announced they want to join BRICS, but it kind of sounds like they're doing exactly what the BRICS nations are doing. And this is a trend, I don't know, are you seeing it? That seems to be occurring throughout the world. Let's get away from the dollar and into our own native currencies, and let's back that currency with something real. And you know what? There's another very interesting development in Egypt. I mean, while we're here, we might as well go meet with this guy, Mr. Abu. He's a wealthy businessman in Egypt, and guess what he's proposing? He's proposing that they start a gold bank in Egypt. Apparently, Egyptian households hold a ton, literally tons, of gold, and he wants to get that deposited in a central repository that can be used as part of this new base for a gold-backed Egyptian pound. Very interesting developments, guys, going on in Egypt. Now, let's talk about the illustrious history of Egypt with gold. Have you heard about the pyramids? I mean, these Egyptian people are smart, right? I don't know, I think we still haven't figured out, have we, how they actually built those pyramids. These are smart people going back all the way to the ancient times. And guess what? They've had a very, very close connection, interest in gold. They've known the value of gold for thousands of years. Have you ever heard of King Tut? I don't know, I'm 52 years old. King Tut was introduced to me when I was about 9 or 10 when Steve Martin did that hilarious song on Saturday Night Live. Look, as a side note, if you need a little humor after listening to me for 5 minutes, when you're done here, go into YouTube and put in King Tut, Steve Martin, and watch that 3-minute video. It is hilarious. But nonetheless, King Tut, when he was buried, was inside of a coffin that included 234 pounds of gold. These Egyptians have known the value of gold for thousands of years. They know it today, which is what we're worried about. And it appears that the rest of the world is recognizing on a day-by-day basis just how important gold really is as a base for money, a base for currency, and a store of value. Thank you. Yes, you. Don't forget, there's only one you. Your mama loves you. I love you. Thanks for joining me on our little trip to Egypt, where we saw a small part of a larger movement that's unfolding throughout the world. There is a shift towards gold-backed currencies, gold-backed money, and it's happening little by little. Hey, big movements are made up of small parts, and that's just what we're seeing in Egypt. Until next time, you be well.